Ah, wonder how many of y'all can figure out exactly where I'm at right now. All right, well, I am in Puerto Rico. That's right, in Puerto Rico. Having a wonderful time. The weather is actually quite pleasant. It really truly is. Now, the mosquitoes, now that's a different story. It really truly is. With that said, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube, Pastor Dow here. Well, got some good news. Pastor Dow is back monetized again. Glory to the King. So, let me go ahead and go right into it. Probably about, 3, 4, maybe 5 months ago, there was a bunch of ruckus that was stirred up through lying slanders. And, you get one person out there named RINGOTV Raw. You have to understand he's a content creator. So he don't care about truth. He don't care about if something is facts or not. It's like shock jocking. It's just, and I thought at one time that this guy was some type of a friend of the ministry. Only come to find out, as soon as he could see an opening of someone to slander my name, he took the first opening. And of course, that was all about him making more money on YouTube. And that's it. Nevertheless, there's still some character involved in this. Y'all know probably about, let me see, this is February, March, April, let's say April. Probably about 4 months ago, maybe 5 months ago, we had a pastor that was excommunicated from the ministry because of iniquity that's found in him. Now, he can say whatever he wants to say, and he's still doing that. He's going out there doing whatever he wants, doing all the interviews in the world, telling his side of the story. Well, that's one person. We have men of high moral character, contrary to what y'all may popular opinion, contrary to what y'all believe out there. We do things by the book. We're very meticulous about doing things by the book. And I tell you, one of the most disappointing things is that you can sit there and look at my lifestyle. You can see exactly what I'm doing and see that I'm making a literal impact, especially in the Hebrew Israelite community. But not the whole community as a whole, because that community is dysfunctional. There are a lot of people out here making videos, they talking, they doing a lot of teaching, but there's very little living. I remember in 2019, I was invited to be the keynote speaker up at Hebrews the Negroes conference, out of which I spoke, and I'm still speaking in the same vein that I am now, about how, and I actually gave direction how that we can actually be free from the system. I actually gave direction showing exactly how that you can live in America and be free and not be, many of you go to work out there and you are covered down. As soon as you get well over 65% of your paycheck, it goes towards keeping a roof over your head. So anyway, the Most High Yah put it in my heart some 30-something years ago, after reading and carefully reading and understanding and comprehending the scripture, what to do. Well, I've been doing it. And as a result, right now we have 12 viable communities. And we have an innumerable amount of homesteads where people gather together every Sabbath and they watch and they listen. Well, I had, some people come out and slander my name, defame, and they seem to be somewhat of some type of witnesses, but the truth is they're all false witnesses. It's amazing. As soon as somebody mentions Pastor Dow's name, they know that they're going to get a lot of views. They know that people are just going to be eager to listen to whatever is said. And that right there actually is kind of disappointing too, because, you're supposed to not take heed to all words that are spoken. And it says, against an elder receive not an accusation, especially one that has a track record I got. And anybody, the slander of a city, these things are worse than death. They really, truly are. Somebody can get out there and misrepresent you. Somebody can get out there and falsify information. They can lie, and they can even get Confederate. What's funny about this is you'll get people like Gonzalez he crawls out from under his rock that he's been under for the last 10 years. He started off lying and slandering, a man that has abandoned his family, a man that actually signed the divorce papers and released his wife after the world system. And it's amazing. And you know, I dare not even put the children out here, even though Erica has already came out here and told the truth about this man. It's amazing. Isn't that something? She was a teenager and said that whenever she gets married, that she was going to, whoever I said, or whoever even I even mentioned or made a suggestion about her getting married to, that's who she was going to marry. And she said that before she even met me. And of course, you know, he got upset. But you know, when let's just go ahead and tell it like it is. When you're a piece of crap and your character is crap and you're crap, just like Michael Israel was talking about in the Hebrew community. You know, you hear these people present themselves one way behind this camera, but when you met them in person, you're like, man, these people are off. And that's how Michael Israel and them ended up over here straightway, because he's been through all out the Hebrew community, been instrumental in it. Him and his wife, Goya, they was heading to the Hebrews and Negroes conference, and they actually said, you know, this is going to be our last one. We're just going to go home. We're just going to keep the Shabbat in our house and just be at peace with that. And then they met straightway. They met Pastor Dow, and they knew something was different. And now these are very serious. You know, it's amazing. He even said they had to level up. They had to level up to us. And I might add that they are doing it too. Michael Israel has since then has become the head of the technical part of the ministry, because the man is just serious business. The reason why we are where we are today concerning the audio and the video inside the tabernacle, the stuff that's going on online, because of his due diligence. I have to say that he's really doing a good job, and his team. They have a data company. I'm probably not saying that right, but they have a data company to where they actually go out and wire up whole entire businesses and corporations. They do all kinds of stuff, and they're actually wiring up my home that I'm being built. That's being built right now. Can you imagine? I've been in this vineyard laboring for 30 years, and I have built. I can't even tell you how many homes that I've built with these hands. These old rugged hands right here. I cannot even tell you how many homes I built. And the Israelites, straightway, has helped me build these homes for people, and brand new homes. And I have never, ever, ever built a home and moved into a home for myself. Think about that. 30 years later, I'm just now getting to the place where I'm actually building my home, and I might add a very beautiful home at that. And to see the righteous Israelites that come together and work hard and contribute, and coming from all different areas, from Brother Chris doing the dirt work up there in Kentucky, and then you get Brother Chase and TJ and them to help do the plumbing, Elder Doug heading that up. And then Brother Bud and the crew is straightway framing up and doing the walls, the form walls, people who come off of communities and stuff. Straightway Kentucky East and straightway Clarksville and I cannot, and then straightway ghosting, traveling hours up on end. Anytime I make a call, they come out, and they actually come out, and they instrumental in his home. And I've been building on his home. And then straightway Wisconsin, the brothers, Ryan, they'll come down and help framing up the thing with us, man. I cannot even begin to call out everybody who has helped to build on this house that I'm building. And I might have a very nice house, but we're going on the 3rd year of building this. Now, we did have a period of time of 8 months. So we actually been building on it maybe 2 years and 2 months right now. 2 year and 2 month house. Because we had to wait on the form walls and all kind of stuff. And then Elder Kabir, man, and his contribution towards it and stuff like this. I tell you, man, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And, you know, now I'm watching what the book says, that the labor is worthy of his hire. All I've done is grind, hit the grindstone, and taught men how to grind. All the brother in there straightway, from brother Brent, brother Scott, Deacon Bell, Teacher Shane, Ariel, Gabriel's off land now. He's there. Israel, and I hope I don't miss him. Brother Bud, Elder Doug, hope I don't miss anybody. Man, these people have all come together to help me to build his home, and you can see the deep appreciation that they have for their pastor. And you can go on my channel and see how many places over. I've got at least on YouTube, I think from 2007 up till now. That's how long I've been on YouTube. I've got all that history and that track record to where you can actually follow everything that I've been doing in this ministry up until this point. And you can see all the places we've gone and helped build, because the book says, build you houses. Deuteronomy 22:8. You can go over to Jeremiah 26. You can go to Isaiah. I mean, you can go all over the place. You can Jesus over in the messages. And Acts, the apostles, man, it's all over the place. And I found out one thing about Israelite people. They're lazy. They do a lot of talking. They love oppression, and they love debt, and they love controversy. You can tell where a person's character is based on the amount of controversy and drama that they like, but you can't get them together to lift one finger to go build for somebody else. And mind you, the building the part is just being obedient. That ain't our salvation. That's not our spirituality. That's just obedience. And then when you do it, you see the reason why, because the Most High God wants us free, to where we don't have to go out and spend all our hard-earned money paying somebody else's rent and funding their lifestyle for them to be able to do whatever they want and enjoy their pagan holidays. But we can circulate the dollar within our own community and do it again and again and again and again. Well, nevertheless, I had someone rise up and create a narrative and started spitting negativity in the ears and everything else. But you know what? Before all this took place and stuff, I had mentioned shortly after Tabernacles that we're going into a reset. I didn't know all what that looked like. Didn't know what it was going to be like. But we're going into a reset. Whoo, boy, was the Holy Spirit right on that. And we're still in it. Can you imagine that? And so there's been a few families. We've had 2 leave straightway. We had some, maybe a brother, sister leave some other areas. Then we had the people on the outside, the communities outside, the people decide after listening to all this negativity that, their strength is small. Proverbs 24:10 says, if you faint in the day of adversity, then your strength is small. And as soon as adversity comes, soon as trial and tribulation come, you find out that these people are not built to withstand the heat, because they haven't been tempered. They haven't been forged. Iron sharpens iron. They don't get it. And they're never going to amount to anything, because as soon as tribulation comes, these are the same people that will take the mark of the beast, because they can't even discern their right hand from their left. They can't discern up from down. They can't discern anything. They think that whenever slander, tribulation, trial, persecution comes, that equates to somehow something wrong. When you read the book, that's what we were built on as a nation. So may y'all reward them according to their ways. But we had one person start off a firestorm and slandered, defamed my name and everything else, and then went out here to these low-base, low-character people like Ringo and New Breed, RINGOTV, Slander Raw, and then New Breed. And of course, now look at this. We told y'all when they started that UP farm stuff, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. When you got a man walking around from the inner city, I think he lived in the ghetto in the inner city, and then he comes out to the country down in North Carolina, and they talking about what they gonna do, and they never did nothing except sit behind a camera. And he's got cellophane on his Air Jordans, afraid to actually walk on the land and call it boots on the ground. Come on, people, do better than that. And mind you, Ringo actually says that it's better to ride solo. When he did that, I told y'all, we all told y'all that him and New Breed is going to be short-lived, because there's no honor among thieves. There ain't no honor among thieves. And what they're beefing over right now, I think that's the new term and word today, beefing over now, is the same thing. One of them got a story this way, the other one got a story that way. And after actually listening to what they are having to say, because I got a lot of discernment, if I had to use discernment and we was in the ecclesiastical court, and I put myself in that position to question Ringo and then question New Breed, I would have to actually side with New Breed. I would actually have to side with New Breed, and I'm sure a lot of the elders would side with him, especially after we get finished doing intense inquiry on the character and the events and things that took place and happened. Ringo is just probably about the most low-based, guttered-minded person. I mean, look at him. He's in rebellion. Look how long his hair is. He's literally in rebellion right now. And you got these people thinking that they can handle the word of God. And that's why they deceive a lot of you folks. Good words and fair speeches, they deceive the heart of the simple. Ringo don't care about nothing but self making money on monetization on YouTube because he's a content creator, and that's it. He said that he's better off with no friends. My suggestion is, since he's better off with no friends, how about all you unfriend him, unsubscribe from his page, and let's see how better off that he is, and let's see if he can get out here and cut it. You know, cut the mustard. Let's see if we can get out here and cut the mustard, all right? Because since he ain't got no friends. And my question is this. Why would you soak and immerse yourself with all that negativity, all that slander? You got to wonder what is going on inside of your mind to where you can listen to hours and hours and hours of someone speaking negative and defaming. And then here's the hypocrisy in it. I went to the brother. Ringo didn't come to me. He just automatically assumed. He's not on the inside. We got elders of high character. Their lifestyles prove that they got high character. We got elders here, men of substance, little substance. I mean, man, it's just a beautiful thing. And straightway, check this out. We ain't missed a beat. I know that people out there painting pictures and stuff and telling you that, well, they this and they that, this and that. No, false witnesses did rise up. We are doing just fine. I'm actually sitting here in Puerto Rico right now with all my immediate family, all my issues, my children. We're sitting here right now in Puerto Rico. And we got a few things we got to do over here and stuff. But hey, glory to the King. But the main reason I come on here to make this video is I need for every single person out there to really, truly start doing what the book says. The book says in 1 Thessalonians 5:21, prove all things, and then hold fast to that which is good. Don't be so eager to listen to false witnesses and people that give false reports. Remember, Yahshua said, by their fruits you shall know them. Look at fruit, discern fruit. You're going to know them. And now it's pretty sad. And then there's a couple of people out there say, you know what, they don't want nothing to do with the so-called Hebrew community no more. You can't, because you got everybody that's got something conjured up in their mind, and they all think they should be first. They all think they should be the leader. And they all vying for your attention out there to be a leader. And yet there's no fruit. There's nothing that's behind them that can show you anything. The acid test is you show me your faith without works, then I'll show you my faith by my works. And I hope you can have enough discernment to put it together. As you can see, from Passover up till now, the ministry, and we still got people calling, Pastor Dow, I see clearly through all this. I know what's going on. But what's amazing to me is you get these people you haven't heard from in 10, 15 years, all of a sudden, as soon as the apothecary of a fly, or as soon as a pile of shit that piles up, out come them out from under their rocks, out coming them out of their holes, out they come from hibernation, out the snakes come from out of their holes and stuff, and they head straight to the shit, and now they come on and act like they eyewitnesses. They give you these false reports and stuff, but you know what? You're never able to look and peer into their lives. These folks are on dope. They're doing crack. They ain't no better off now than what they were 10 years ago. Matter of fact, they're even worse. And they get out there and give you their story. Only a few people have enough sense to ask the hard questions. And then you find out that these people, you know what? This is a setup. Well, again, Pastor Dow is going to continue to keep on doing what he's doing because we're trying to make sure that we get a lot of the Israelites free. We just purchased some land. We got some more homes to build on that, and we're going to get some more people free so that they don't have the distraction of this world out here, having to fight this world, and then going out there and giving all that money to this world. They can put it right back into the community where they're at, what they're living in, and develop that. And it's just a beautiful thing. I'm watching this in Puerto Rico too, about how you have immediate families that this is something unique that they've done. I got the backdrop of a story of a family. They got like 5 acres of land, and there's probably about, there's a main center, and then there's like 6, 7 homes that are all built around that main center. And they have it color coordinated as to that family. They gated it, and they all work together. Just a family. This is without y'all being involved in it. And they're raising their generations in this. And then when the older people pass on, they leave the homes back to the younger generation. And they're doing it over here, even in this country right here. Y'all know that Puerto Rico is not a country like the United States of America. Y'all know that. They don't have the resources available to them that we do. But they sure know how to build homes a hell of a lot better, I can tell you that. But I tell you, to sit there and watch these people prosper in the way, and I sit and looked at, one of the things I look at is I look in the driveway to see what type of vehicles that they're driving. Over here in Puerto Rico, they mostly drive Toyotas because they're really reliable. They drive smaller cars for gas, but mostly Toyotas and Hondas. I see that a lot. I see some Hyundais, I see some Mitsubishis, but they got a lot of Toyotas over here. And you go to Dominican, it's the same thing, a lot of Toyotas, because they're more reliable. The roads, man, you do better off driving over here with a stagecoach than with a vehicle, to tell you the truth. But you sit and watch these people make wise choices and decisions because they don't have all this money coming in and all this debt that's flowing like in America. And you see these people are able to make ends meet. And you know what the beautiful thing about it is? Because they have a growing season year round, man, they got some prolific gardens, bananas, peñas, avocados. What else, man? They can go on, I forget the name, plantains, and man, they grow so much food. And you can go out in your backyard and live. And man, if you ever never tasted a banana outside the United States of America, you never tasted a banana before. You just ain't never tasted a banana. Hey, watch this for a second. Bring me one of them bananas real quick that's brown on the outside. Let me show you something. I'm gonna get one of my Ishas and bring a banana. I'm gonna show y'all something, all right? And this is coming directly off the tree too. So look at this. See this banana right here? This banana you would not even buy. And I got a video I'm gonna do later where we actually got a big old stalk of bananas I was carrying across the road over here. They were all green. So look at this thing. You see this? What happens in America when you buy first of all, you wouldn't even buy a banana like this. You wouldn't do it. Because you'll look at it and go, because you know what it looks like on the inside, right? Watch this. You know what this banana looks like on the inside, right? On the inside in America, this banana's all black, just like on the outside. Whatever it looks like on the outside, where that is, it's the same way on the inside. Watch this banana right here. Look at this. Look at this. Not one black spot on the banana. It's very, the yellow is very vivid in color. Look at that. Look at that. Not one black spot. And you know the reason why? Because it hadn't been gassed. Look at this thing. Look at this banana right here. Not one black spot on the whole thing. Now it's getting, where I'm touching it at, you know what I mean? It's getting like an indentation on it from where I'm touching it. See, watch this. See that? See this? Well, I'm touching it, but there's no spots. And look at this thing. Look how vivid that is in color. And the taste, unbelievable. You know that this is medicinal. You know this is medicine right here. You know it's doing everything it should do. We're not eating bananas in America. I don't know what the hell we're eating. They look like banana. They're shaped like a banana. They peel like a banana, but it ain't one of these. It's sad. And it kind of reminds me of the stuff you buy in that store out there. By the time you buy that stuff in the store out there, when you buy that stuff out there in the store, it looks like a fruit, it's shaped like a fruit, it has a color like a fruit, but it ain't fruit. The only real true fruit is, no wonder we're sick, because it's not medicinal. There's nothing in there that could actually give you the vitamins and nutrients you need. I know I've digressed here, but I'm just trying to state a fact here, okay? Well, you think about them. Look, I just ate from that end. Look. Look. This is sweet. It's very fulfilling. You can eat 3 or 4 of these and you don't have breakfast. And your body is not yearning for more and more and more. And you're only going to taste fruit like this when you grow it on your own land. And for that, I'm a false prophet, I'm evil. Nah. Hey, I don't mind telling you that in this reset, I've had to put away a lot of people from my life, from the communities, from the ministry. And I'm glad they're gone. Goodbye, good riddance, so the hell on. I know that y'all has to do a purging, And he's done started the purging from pastors all the way down to showing you that there's no respect of persons at all. But we are still prospering in the way of the Most High Yah. We are still on the grindstone, and we're getting ready for the Feast of Tabernacles. I had a whole lot more I'm going to say. I digress on. I'll hone it in a little bit later. But y'all stay away from these cancerous people and stay out of the drama in life. Listen, if you don't put drama and listen to that crap in your life, you won't feel depressed. You won't feel heavy. And you get to stay at peace. As soon as you start, if your soul can't handle it, as soon as you start soaking and immersing yourself, this flesh loves negativity. This flesh loves falsehoods. This flesh loves slander and accusing and stuff. But it also brings about a depressive type spirit. If you want to keep yourself in the love of Yah, ignore the outside noise, ignore the interference, and pay attention to those who are producing fruit. And then guess what? You will be at peace, a whole lot more joyful, and a whole lot more happy. As for me, as a pastor, I'm still going to keep on reproving, rebuking, correcting, admonishing, exhorting, encouraging. I'm still going to keep on doing all that. Still going to keep doing it. But people can say whatever they want to say about me. But I'm going to tell y'all this again. Do this acid test. Hear what they say. Listen to what they say very carefully. And then go behind all their videos and see what they're doing. See if you can find out what they are doing. Don't be deceived by word. See what they're doing. Because you know what they believe by what they do. Blessed are not the hearers of the word, but the doers. Let's see what they're doing. They're still healing, still deliverance, doing deliverance, miracles still performing. We're still building. We're still getting the word out. Doing a lot. Doing a whole lot. Ministry. Well, Pastor, why are you in Puerto Rico? Hey, well, you think I'm over here for? You'll never know, huh? Well, probably chances are you're probably gonna know. You may be able to see the fruit of it. At least we hope so. I can tell you one thing, man, that was good. That was really good. I'm gonna give me another one soon as this video will. Keep yourselves in the love of Yah. Remember, iron sharpeneth iron. And remember, if you're faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. A lot of people don't have the spirituality, intestinal fortitude. They don't have the character to actually see things through. If you're going to be a true Israelite, you're going to be a true man or woman, you're going to be tempered. You're going to be forged. You're going to be tried by the fire. You got to. Remember, people see things different ways. As soon as they see persecution, man, some people, they are full of fear. And remember, 1 Timothy 1:7, Yah's not giving us a spirit of fear, but a power of love and a sound mind. And as soon as they see fear, man, they take off and head to the hills and run the other way to preserve and save their own hide. Wow. Come to find out that they just left the best thing that there ever was. But hey, I know one thing. We're enjoying ourselves. I'll come back a little bit later on. I got much videos to do. I got a video to do about this atrocious airline called American Airlines. I usually fly Delta all the time. I did it this time because I could save a lot of money, but I didn't save a lot of money. I actually ended up spending more money. And it took us from the time we left Lafayette, Tennessee, it took us 27 hours before we got here. I'll help you read between the lines all the mess we had to go through. But nevertheless, we're enjoying ourselves. I want y'all to have a wonderful, wonderful day. Consider what I'm saying. And remember by their fruits, you're going to know them. It's kind of like the people of talents. You know, y'all gave one man 5 talents, another man 2 talents, another man 1 talent. And the one that had 5, he said, look what I've done. You gave me 5 and I've increased these. And now here, you can have it back. Now you got 10. Oh, you good and faithful servant. Hey, master, you gave me 2. I've increased these. Now you got 4. Oh, you faithful servant. Gave you 1. Gave one. Oh, wait a minute. I knew that you were an austere man. I knew that you gave me this because you want me to go out there and work my ass off, work my fingers to the bone. You want me to prosper what you gave to me, and then you want me to give all of it back to you with profit? No. I took it and buried it into the ground, so when you came back here, you can have it. Take your 1 talent. What did the master say? Oh, you wicked and slothful servant. You better watch these people that are spreading out, getting big, boy. Wicked and slothful servant. Whoo, you evil thing, you. Hey, come here, servants. You take this wicked one right here, bind his rear end by the neck. Take the talent that he got, give it to the one that got 10, now he got 11. Ooh, see, what everybody missed is that even though the master gave you the talents, notice he gave them to you. You didn't have nothing, but he gave you the talents. He is going to see exactly what you're going to do with them. And if you're righteous, then you slide them all right back to him. And then guess what the master does? Wow, you're a good steward. Now you got 11. You don't think that man glad? See, it depends on what lenses you're looking through and how you view things. It depends on what ears you're listening to and how you hear things. And you can pick and choose either side of every story. Any story is being told by anybody. But how are you viewing it? How are you viewing it? How are you hearing it? Because you're going to find out if you're hearing right, if you're seeing right, by the fruit you're able to produce. King coming.